before he died, I think. I don't know. I didn't call anyone for help. So I guess I'm just celebrating his life by eating some of his favorite food, chicken fingers. Hello, folks. I'm Kenny, and Anthony is no longer with us, as you saw in our last episode. We had a very nice memorial service for him. I thought about spreading his ashes here in this area. I really miss him. It just sucks that I have to do the show all by myself. But now I get to make a brand new name, a brand new color for the show. It's just going to be great. We're going to talk about a lot more things. We're going to be more focused on spewing out opinions rather than real facts. We're going to be just like the Anthony! Oh, Anthony! Hi! How are you doing? How you doing, man?
Great, since you left me in the woods 2 weeks ago.
Oh. Hey, guys, he's alive! Wait, then whose ashes did I spread?
I think we should move on to the show.
Did you like being rich?
Well, I like being able to help others. I like being able to fulfill my dreams, and it takes money to do.
Hello, folks. I'm Anthony.
And I'm Kenny.
And welcome back after a long-awaited return for Real Talk after winter break and the start of this new semester. So we're finishing up here.
Yeah, we're getting near the end.
We're seniors, and but we still have a lot of stuff left to cover because as long as we're alive and as long as you're alive, there's always news happening and viewpoints to cover. So, Kenny, I think we should just jump into it. We need to get back to work.
Let's do it!
Let's do it.
Oh, hi. Didn't see you come in there. I definitely was not learning how to taxidermy a duck. In any event, that's not even what we're talking about today. Okay, we're going to talk about something very important that's going on in the news right now, and it's the Me Too movement. And all jokes aside, it is a very, very, very serious subject because the Me Too movement is now becoming more like the Me 1000 movement because every day you turn on the television, especially back in the heat of it during those last few months of 2017, we were talking a lot about different people in the media world coming out as having been accused of sexual harassment and all of this stuff. And we're now finding that women are feeling more empowered now to talk about these issues a little bit more. And I think the movement is great, honestly, but that's just my opinion. Now for the real talk opinion, where we look at it straight down the middle. So now we've had an issue where people can accuse people that are in this movement, talking about the Me Too, of maybe the severity of it from both sides. And to try to make it a little bit more simpler, there's a lot of people that are saying that some people that are using this hashtag Me Too are actually not victims. And I know that's a shocking statement to hear, but there are some issues in some instances where you're going to find that some accusations are more credible than others. And one I think a prime example of that is the comedian Aziz Ansari. He plays Tom on Parks and Rec. He was accused of sexual harassment by somebody that he just had a bad date with. And Hollywood was kind of split down the middle on that one because it's like, okay, we have somebody that we really respect and we like and we admire. He makes us laugh. He's funny. No one would ever think he'd do that. And then you've got this accuser on this other hand that, is saying that, hey, I'm a victim too. And then you've got Hollywood just split between what do we do here? Now there's somebody that doesn't make sense, a case that we can't make sense of. So what do we do with it? And I think for that, there really is no answer because sexual harassment is something that is between the woman and the person that she's accused. And that person is either a victim or I'll leave that open-ended. I think I'm going to hand this over to Anthony now to talk about a specific case of sexual harassment that's kind of sweeping through the headlines right now. Anthony? Yoo-hoo, Anthony. It's your turn.
Hey. What happened? Wait a minute. Oh, hi, guys. Woo. My heart raced a little. Well, this is tally marks. We don't really like keeping track of them, but it's something that we have to be cognizant of. And of course, you heard Kenny talk about it, start off our episode, and of course, it's the whole the Me Too hashtag and speaking out against sexual assault as a whole. Especially as college students, but not just as college students, but as human beings, we need to be a little more aware and cognizant of what's out there. And whenever we see something like this happening, we have to speak up against it and do something about it. And one of the cases that are, I guess, is being proliferated now is the whole thing happening in Michigan State. Of course, they had Larry Nassar, Dr. Nassar, sexually assaulting so many people over the years, getting 175 years in prison for it. It is something that really isn't excusable. There's no fine lines that we should think for it, but it's something that, like I said, we all need to be aware of. And the Michigan State case is something where football and basketball players were accused of sexually assaulting women on campus. Some would even say that they used their superstar status. So Michigan State football and Michigan State basketball are really good teams in the country. So kind of using that status to get them an edge over really taking advantage of women. Now there's a lot of garbled in the investigation. They've had executives from their athletic department resign, less because they're finding bad things, more because they're not willing to uncover the truth. And they've asked Mark D'Antonio, they've asked Tom Izzo, the coaches of these teams, and both of them, are staying quiet, and a lot of the players are not answering questions about it. And we want to hear what you have to say about that, because a lot of coaches, when they're out there, that have commented on these situations that these coaches are in, they are saying there's no point in saying anything. We're in the middle of our season. We can't do it. Like Michigan State basketball, number 5 ranked team in the country, and they have this scandal looming over their head. Are they going to focus on the scandal or trying to win another national championship in East Lansing? You have to balance that out. But then at the same time, you have the scandal looming over you, and you have to answer for it. And it's one of those things that it's very tough to talk about, because you understand what the coaches are there for. They're there to coach these kids, develop these kids, win the national championships and conference championships, and win, period, for their teams. But there also is, I guess, that unwanted duty of answering whenever something like this is called upon them to answer. So we really want to hear what you have to say on all of this. And this is one of those episodes where we look at these numbers, and although we may use it lightheartedly as a joke for this, this is something where we're not tired of seeing this hashtag. We're tired of seeing this number grow. And so we hope you're watching. Please tune in. Please comment on this episode about what you're thinking about it, because we really want to hear where everyone else is about it. Are some people tired of seeing this all over Twitter or any social media? Is there anything else going on that we may have missed? Because of course we only have one. We talked about one specific case, but there are many more out there that I think we all should take the time and educate ourselves and understand what's happening. So again, like always, tune in and please leave us your comments on this, because this is one thing that we definitely should get to the bottom of.
Hello, welcome back. We've migrated a lot during this episode. I mean, we've traveled through space and time just to get to this point right here.
We did it again. That's right. But anyways, yes, in all seriousness, so we touched on some serious issues going on right now with Me Too and Michigan State, just the overall bubble of sexual assault. And just it's a very potent thing that we're all exposed to now, and it's something that we do have to act on. We have to look in on, and we have to see what can we do to bring those tally marks as low as possible for our future generations to come.
And until that day comes, definitely still keep using the hashtag #MeToo. Time's up. It's bringing awareness. We're going to stop this. Those tally marks are going to disappear one day.
Yes. Well, with that, we hope to have positive news next time. But news is news. But until then, I'm Anthony.
And I'm Kenny.
And it's been real.
Yeah. Anthony, are you going to talk to me again?
I'm at least glad you took my keys and drove my car away and drove it to where we were shooting today in the garden. So thank you for doing that.
Well, that's the least I could do. Ah! Screen!